Welcome back, Officers of the Public. It's our Course on Enroll Police Chief APGAINS for another episode of APGAINS at Night, which is just APGAINS, but it's hard to see me. I don't know what I'm going to title this video, but probably something along the lines of, I have never been more upset with Galaxy of Heroes. Now, it's not because of Malgish's ship. This is just what we're going to talk about for the next couple of seconds, and we're going to lead to some other stuff, so don't be like, oh my god, APGAINS, you talked both about how Malgish ship is good and bad. You're such a bitch. Whatever. Just allow this to be here to entertain your eyeballs for a couple of minutes. Why am I upset? And it's not one of those, oh, the game's dying. The game died a long time ago. We all agree this is book club. We're not here for any particular reason other than to drink wine and talk shit about our husbands. We've kind of all accept that at this point. Really quickly, good news. Fury class interceptor. I think this is great. I think it's cool. I am a big proponent of ships. I love ships. I farm the ships. They're fantastic. I'm gonna get this ship. I pushed the interceptor hard. I pushed the defender hard. I push every conquest ship that will ever come to the game hard, and people can choose to listen to me or to not listen to me. And frequently when we do roster review streams, people tend to be extra sad when they don't listen to me as far as taking care of ships. So if you're one of the at this point in the game, I'd probably say if you're one of the 30, 35, maybe 40% of players, it's probably lower than that. It's probably in around 30% of players who have the potential to get Malgus in the next 3 months. Now that he's coming to the, whatever it's called, the thing that everyone hates so much, but I can't do because I have all the characters, but it just sucks so goddamn much. What is it? The Proving Ground. Yes. Now that he's coming to Proving Ground, I'd say maybe by the time his ship launches, 30 to 35% of players will be able to have Malgus. And that's not a huge number, but, there's plenty of lower-level players who are casual or just don't have 4 million GP or can't do the Proving Grounds because they're going to be stupid. But I'm excited about this. Why am I upset? Why am I disappointed? Why am I sad? It's a little petty, I'm going to be honest with you, so bear with me. Like we're gonna have like a recap for the 4%ers at the end. Of course, only 4% of people stay past 8 minutes. So 4%ers, just a little heads up here. We're gonna recap. But essentially, it's just I'm just a baby, pretty much. It is no secret that there are things that I like and things that I don't like. I would find that I would argue that you guys are probably the same. You guys like some things and you guys don't like some things. We're going to spend about 15-20 seconds on each of these, and I think you're going to be able to quickly understand what it is that I absolutely despise. First and foremost, this is Datacrons, so I'm not going to use them, and a lot of you guys aren't going to use them, so that doesn't really matter, but it's going to be kind of like a nice little microcosm of just, you ever just have one of those days where like everything that can go wrong goes wrong, and you just like, you're in your car at the end of the day going home and you're screaming because everything sucks? That's what the game is right now for me personally for the next couple of months, and I'm going to talk about why and just allow you guys into my world of pain and suffering. As far as the stats are concerned, no dodge, but there's accuracy, so that's fine. A lot of people are speculating dodge comes to the next Datacron. Whatever. I don't use Datacrons, so I don't really care. For the level 3s, nothing game changing. For the factions, Tuskens, Separatists, Unaligned Force User, I mean, I don't have Tuskens, and I don't have any full R5 Unaligned Force User teams, and I don't have any R5 Separatist teams, so that doesn't really matter to me at all. Here's where it gets bad for me. And this is more like I talked about, it's more of an emotional, one of those days where everything that can go wrong does go wrong kind of moments. As far as the level 9 is concerned, obviously we have some Tuskens. That's fine, all 5 Tuskens. Trench, obviously we knew Trench was going to get a Datacron. Every Conquest character gets a Datacron right after they're out because they want them to be good, and they want you to do Conquest and to reward people who spent all the time, the money, and the will to live. Let's be honest, they sacrificed a large amount of their will to live to do Conquest. They should be rewarded with a Datacron. That's fine. I'm not even going to read it because I don't have Trench. I'm not going to see a Trench, so I don't really care. Django, Dooku, New Gunray, that's whatever. Cal Kestis, Mara, Jade, Visas, that's kind of, I don't know why anyone would R7 Visas Mar. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of them because of Star Killer at just like power creep as far as Relics is concerned at the upper tiers. Fulcrum, I imagine there's plenty of Fulcrums because they're Omicron, and then probably a crap ton of Ben Swallows at R7. The only one that I can use is Django. He's the only one I have at R7, but I don't have a team of R5s to use him with, so this is kind of pointless, but whatever. Now we get down to the crux of why I am disappointed, I'm sad. And you guys have made it 5 minutes, only 3 more minutes to be considered a 4%er, so congratulations there. We'll have a special bonus treat at the end here for you guys. Poggle the Lesser. It is no small secret that I hate the Geonosian team more than anything. It's obviously founded in the fact that they suck, and they always will suck no matter what, and they're stupid and they're ugly. But I'm willing to be the bigger man, and I'm willing to admit that a lot of it is just because I'm an intolerant piece of shit, and I'm not a huge fan of bugs. I think bugs are okay, but these particular bugs I just hate. Anyway, they stuck. We all know that they're an STD team. For those of you guys who are like, hey, why is this funny internet man who looks really pale? Because it's 4 a.m, and the only light in the house is his monitors. Why is this stupid little boy saying bad words at the beginning of the video and now using STDs in a sentence? Well, for those of you guys who obviously aren't caught up to speed on a lot of the SWGOH terminology, STD stands for sometimes difficult. Their teams, like the Aidens, like the Padmes, like the Mon Mothmas, like the Tusken Omicron, the first 3v3 Tusken Omicron, like the Ewoks, and of course the Geonosians. Teams that can give you trouble if you don't have the very specific, very easy things that beat them, right? Like Geonosians, if you don't have, a Vader or a Traya or anything that goes quickly or anything that does a lot of AoEs or anything that avoids taunts, if you don't have those things, and this oftentimes only really occurs pre 500, I'd say pre 800,000 GP. Maybe I can argue, let's just say pre 1,000,000 GP is usually the range where this team is, really good, and it's really important to have these characters at 4 stars just for that first GAC because they're an STD team, right? And if you're privileged, i.e. you have access to basic medical care, an STD team, and by medical care I mean a Vader, Zeta, or a Traya, or literally anything that AoEs or goes really quickly. STDs are kind of a thing of the past. You don't really have to worry about them. They're sometimes difficult, but they don't really affect you. And the whole reason that I made this entire video is actually someone in the Patreon Discord. Really quickly, if you want to join the exclusive Patreon Discord, we can actually talk to me unlike the real Discord where I never actually seem to say anything. Link in the description, roster reviews, all that other nonsense that you all have fun with. Someone mentioned that now that Poggle has a good Datacron and a good Omicron, it's kind of funny that the Geonosian team is on top. They're kicking ass, and I will not be sitting here and denying the fact that this team is going to be good for a while, especially while the Datacron's active. Do you have to R7 your Poggle the Lesser? Yes. Will I make fun of you relentlessly for doing that? Of course. I always have, and I always will. But literally the singular thought that broached this entire 8-minute and 20-second video thus far is just a little joke that went on there in the Patreon Discord about, some STDs like the Geonosians are, something you can just pop a pill and get rid of, and some, like the new Poggle Omicron and Datacron, are a little more serious. And ask Cartman or, other people like my second favorite rapper of all time, Eazy-E. Sometimes they get you. It's no laughing matter, but because I take nothing seriously and I'm a piece of shit, I'm going to make it a laughing matter. I'm a little afraid of I'm a little afraid of STDs at the moment. So my quote to you, the past 8-minute, aka 4%ers, is I want you to go into the comment section. I know I don't reply to many comments because I'm busy, but I do read them because I do have some free time, but not enough free time to respond to paragraph-long comments. For my 4%ers here, what's your SWGOH way of using protection, right? Obviously, the STDs are ramping up a little bit here. They're getting a little spicy. They're getting a little serious. It's not just burning when you pee. It's starting to get a little life-threatening. What kind of protection are you guys going to use? Let me know what you guys are going to do to keep yourself safe. So thank you for watching. Really quickly, if you guys are still here, you obviously care greatly about me. I have a great opportunity through work to take an all-expenses-paid 10-day trip to Vegas with the top executives from all over the country from my firm. The only issue is I need to have 50 new meetings set for this week and the next week. So I'm probably going to put like a link up here somewhere to fill out like a quick Google form. It's going to ask you like your name, your email, your phone number, are you over 18, and like what's a good time to send you an email to like schedule something on the calendar. I'm not going to fucking do any crazy shenanigans. I literally just need people in Zoom calls, and that's all you need to help me with. So I would appreciate that. Love you guys. I will see you later. Bye-bye. STDs. Woohoo.